Hi, I'm Keith Steinbaugh. I'm a Colorado Mountain Club trip leader, technical trip leader, and instructor. And in this quick tip video, I'm going to demonstrate how to use a mirror to reflect the sun to signal for help.
But first, why would you use a mirror for signaling? Well, this can be a very useful technique if you need help and you have no other way of communicating. Maybe your cell phone battery has died, or maybe you're out of cell coverage and you're not carrying an inReach, but your backup has notified search and rescue authorities that you're overdue. So if search and rescue is out looking for you, this is a way that you can communicate with aircraft to let them know where you are. Also, if rescuers know your location, but they can't see you on the ground because your dark clothing is blending in with the rocks, this is a way that you can signal to let them know your exact location. So there's several types of mirrors that you might have available. If you're carrying a lensatic compass, you probably have a mirror built into it, as in the example on the left. If you don't have the lensatic compass mirror, you can buy a lightweight standalone mirror, such as the one that's pictured here. This is the Coughlin's Featherweight mirror. It's made of acrylic, it weighs 0.7 ounces, and it costs between $3 and $5. So, what are the steps for signaling? We don't just want to wave the mirror wildly around, hoping that the sunlight actually reflects off of the object. We want to focus that light on the object. And here's how we do that. First, take one hand, make a V with your index and middle finger, and point it toward the object you want to signal, such as a helicopter. Second, bring the mirror up in the other hand and move it around until the light is visible on the V. Third, slightly lower the V and then flash the mirror 3 times towards the object. This is the universal signal for distress, just like 3 blasts on a whistle. And repeat this several times until you're sure that the aircraft has actually seen your flash. So now let's go back out into the field and see what this actually looks like.
So in this demonstration, I'm going to signal a helicopter that's flying across the valley. I bring my middle finger and index finger up, pointed towards the helicopter, bring my mirror up and get the reflection off of my fingertips pointed towards the helicopter, then drop my finger slightly and go 1, 2, 3 flashes towards the helicopter, pause, 1, 2, 3, pause, 1, 2, 3. And that's it.
So there may be times when you're dealing with very difficult sun angles when you're trying to get the sun to reflect off your fingertips. This is especially true when the sun is almost directly behind you and the object you're trying to signal is directly in front of you. One way to overcome this is to do the following. First, when you make your V, point it 90 degrees or more to the left or right of the object you're trying to signal. Then you bring the mirror up in the other hand and move it around until you get the reflection off of the fingertips in the V. And then you rotate both your hand with the V and your hand with the mirror slowly towards the object, keeping the sun reflecting off of your fingertips as you rotate. This is still going to be an awkward angle, but it's much easier to acquire the sun this way than to try to do it when you're pointing directly towards the object. So, one final consideration, and this goes beyond just signaling with a mirror: wear bright clothing while you're out. This quote here is from the Alpine Rescue Team. This is on a rescue they did on the Sawtooth between Mount Bierstadt and Mount Blue Sky. And as you can see from reading this, even though they had trained observers on the flyovers, they never actually saw the injured hiker on the ground. And they're saying that you can really kind of significantly enhance your visibility and make rescue much faster and safer if you're wearing bright clothing. If you don't have bright clothing, you might have a bright object in your pack. Maybe as part of your 10 essentials, you're carrying an emergency shelter such as a bothy bag that's orange, or you're carrying an emergency blanket that's orange and silver. You can lay these out and they will make you more visible from the air. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, you can contact me via direct message in the CMC Slack channel. I'm Keith Steinbaugh. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in the mountains.